Hey guys, welcome to USL Lifestyle, where you live your life differently. I'm your host, Ayasha Roberson, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the best places for college students coming up this spring break. Yes, it is spring break is almost here. March is right around the corner. And of course, all the spring breakers from all over the United States will be heading to different destinations for their trips. So if you're someone that's in college and you want to go on spring break, here's top 10 places that you can go. When I was in college, I didn't do spring break. Not that my parents couldn't afford the spring break thing. It's just that I didn't really run into any people that I grew relationships with that did spring break. I just to went back to home during spring break. So these are 10 places that you spring breakers who are on a budget can tell your parents or your loved ones, or you can get your money together with your sorority sisters or fraternity brothers to help chip in for you to spend spring break at some really great places, because a lot of college students, you're looking to drink safely, of course, and also party and actually experience a safe spring break, right? So we got the number one place is Panama City Beach in Florida. So this is the number one top place that people will go to, the college students will go to, particularly speaking, for spring break. But if you live in Panama City Beach, Florida, and you're able to get out the area during spring break, it'll be best for that for you. But if you're someone that's a restaurant owner or you have business and things of that nature, it'll actually boom your business because you'll have a lot of tourism with the spring breakers coming to your town. Now, I believe, according to Google, spring break will start for college students between March 4th through March 11th. Some colleges may do it towards the middle of March, but the same particularly is coming up between March 4th and March 11th. A lot of spring breakers will be soon coming to your town. The second one was South Padre Island, Texas. I've heard of this place before, but never been there. And I believe it's a part of Texas, but it's an island right off the coast of Texas. Quote me if I'm wrong. So this is a place that is on the southern edge of Texas. It's well, yeah, I was right, a border island. And this place holds the destination of being the first location for the state of Florida to draw tremendous amounts of spring breakers. It's very popular for this place because it's cheap and is well affordable. So this is a place where you can have fun. It has nightlife as well, and you can also, have a safe spring break with your friends. The next one is Daytona Beach, Florida. Everyone knows about Daytona Beach. I heard about Daytona Beach. I've never been to Daytona Beach, but I have been to Florida several times, and this is comes up number 3 for 2023. About this is a top 3 destination where spring breakers will go to. This is a place where it's right 50 miles from Orlando. So if you're in the northern part of Florida, this is where Daytona would be. And this is a place where a lot of kids like to go to. It has really good sandy beaches here. Of course, people are not really going to the sandy beaches. They're going for the nightlife and entertainment as well. So this is a good place to go to as well. It has a water park and some rides and games and lots of other things to do as well. Number 4 is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, another place I've never been to, but I heard Myrtle Beach is very nice. So this is a spring breaker place. It comes in at number 4, and this place is often considered one of the best spring break destinations for college students. And it's also located halfway between the beginning of the east coast of the United States and towards the ends of it. So it's in between the Carolinas. So it's in a good location if you're familiar with North Carolina, South Carolina. So it's because of the location of Myrtle Beach. And of course, it has really good wine events and food events to explore on the Myrtle Beach as well while you're there getting your party on for spring break. The fifth one I would never think would be Oyo Rios, which is Jamaica. So Jamaica comes in at number 5, and this comes out of a pretty cheaper place to go to during spring break. So this is a place where we know it's in Jamaica. It's a village and it has become this new popular place for spring breakers to go. It has a lot of really good sites. It's an island, it's Jamaica. You can't get better than that. You'll have nice warm weather during this time of the year, which is kind of still cooler here. You have some museums, you have waterfalls, you have beaches, and of course, we'll have an amazing nightlife in Oyo Rios. Number 6 is New Orleans, Louisiana. So we know New Orleans, Louisiana has this great uh, food and remarkable music. They have a lot of local tourist spots that we always talk about, Bourbon Street and the French Quarters as well. And I just love the food in New Orleans. So this has become a spot for a lot of spring breakers to go to. So if you can't really afford to go to Jamaica, to Oyos Rios, and you don't really have the coin, this is another destination, which is New Orleans. And it has the Creole food and of course the vignettes as well is so good. And you have a lot of outdoor concerts during this weekend, and it tends to be a little bit warmer in New Orleans than it is here in the northeast or other parts of the United States as well. Number 7 is Nassau, Bahamas. So number 7 is the place where you would want to go to is Nassau, Bahamas. It's not too far from the United States. So you're right out, not too far from Florida. It has a really great nightlife. Of course, a lot of people know Nassau in the States for Atlantis. So you have Atlantis resorts and you have all types of different things there. So if you've been to the Bahamas before, Nassau, Bahamas, should say, you have the Nassau resorts that you can go to. You can actually able to just really enjoy of course, the food, the nightlife, the snorkeling. They have an open bar. They have just a lot of good food and dancing. And it's, of course, they have a casino as well. So if you play one of the slot machine, you win something, you'll be lucky when you go to the Bahamas and Nassau. And Key West. So we have Key West, Florida, which is in Florida, but it's the most western part of Florida you can get to before you end up in the Atlantic Ocean. So I've been to Key West, Florida. If you have been to Miami, it's about maybe like an hour and a half drive from Florida as well. It's a nice partying scene. When I went, it wasn't a lot of spring breakers, but this has become the partying place for spring breakers to go to, So it is close to Cuba, so you're not too far from Cuba. And like I said before, it has like a little tower there that you don't have to pay for it or anything of that nature, but it has like a little, little thing that you can look beyond and you can see. And they said you can see Cuba from this little thing. You can see it. When I saw it was a very clear day, and it has to be a very clear day for you to see it. But I saw it was like 95 miles away, but it was very, very small, and you can see it from Key West. So that's like a feature that they like to get tourists and stuff to go see. And also, of course, you have a lot of great snorkeling and boat rides and rentals, and of course the foods and jet skis and all the great stuff that you can explore while you're in Key West. So number 9 would be Cancun, Mexico. So everyone knows about Cancun. Cancun, Mexico, just like Daytona Beach, has been probably been a spring break thing for years. So since even when I was in college. So this is one of the most popular points for people to go to is Mexico, Cancun. And it's good to be there during this time of the year. They have the nightlife, of course. You have the cruises as well. You have like horseback riding, zip lining. So it's a lot of fun things that you can do when you go to Cancun. And of course, number 10, I would never think as well, would be Savannah, Georgia. Would you think of Savannah, Georgia being a party place? No, I would not, because I've been to Savannah, Georgia before, and it was very relaxing and nice, but it has become a popular spot for spring breakers. So Savannah, Georgia is one of the oldest cities in Georgia. Actually, it is the oldest city in Georgia, I believe it is. Don't quote me. They have a lot of things like that. The Savannah walking ghost tour. I don't do ghosts, so, but if you do, God bless you. But they have also food and Paula Dean's, the Bag Ladies, food. I think there's a restaurant. Quote me wrong. Let me know. They have museums to discover. They have rich history as well in Savannah, Georgia. So this has become a popular place for you to go to. And of course, and of course, I want to do a part two of what other places that you can go to for spring break coming up on the next episode of USL Lifestyle. So I gave you 10 places that you can go to for your spring break for this year. So if you are in college, you're a college student, you want to go somewhere for spring break, give you 10 places to go to. Try to check to see if you can get a package where it's $400 or $800, something that's under $1,000, where it'll be round trip for everything with food, hotel, you know, traveling, like don't rent a car, but kind of have everything like in the circumference of every place you can go to. You can get like one of those little go-kart things. So you can go to and from the hotel and resort safely and back home. So spring break is supposed to be somewhere fun and somewhere you can celebrate, but you also have to be able to be safe and make really good decisions during spring break. So for more information about other spring break popular places in different countries, you can always email me, Ayasha at urbansocializenj.com. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next USL Lifestyle, where you live your life differently. Guys, take care of yourself. Have a good weekend. And see you soon. Bye.